Hello, I'm here to review the Philips Sonicare electric toothbrush. This is my first electric toothbrush and I am very happy with it. It costs around $40, and from what I've researched, they can go from anywhere from about 20 bucks up to a couple $100. But I am very happy with this one. Very easy to use. I know it has a lot of features, but I haven't really explored those just because I've only needed to turn it off and on, and it gets the job done. There's two settings, a high setting, a higher setting, and off. Those are the only two settings I've needed to use so far. It does have a feature where if you push against your teeth too hard, it makes a beeping sound and it lets you know that, hey, you might be using this toothbrush in a way that might damage your teeth. Lastly, the base. Once you put it on its base, it lets you know, you'll hear a little beep, hum, and it lets you know that it's charging. And yeah, so that's it for the Philips Sonicare toothbrush. Again, about $40, and I feel it is definitely 5-star because it does everything that it advertises. Thank you. Bye.
Sonicare does a terrible job describing the differences between their different models, and they have so many models. I think they are trying to deliberately confuse us. So I wanted to tell the difference between at least these two that I recently purchased. So the one on the right is the 4100. The one on the left is the 5300. You can tell there's a noticeable difference in size. But what's important is the 4100, so let's turn it on, but you'll notice that it has a C3 brush head. There we go. And then the other one is also the same C3 brush head. So the important thing is when you turn it on, so it's on right now, and then you watch to see how it affects the water when it hits. Let's do that. Okay, this is when the brush tips hit the water, you can see the strength of the vibrations. So let's do the same thing with the 5300. I can feel in my hand now how much stronger it is. And watch when it hits this is what it does to the water. So now you know the cheaper ones are definitely much weaker. So depending on what you're looking for, you might not want to get those.
We got this Philips Sonicare from my husband about a month ago now. I encouraged him to get the Philips Sonicare because I've had one for decades and it has lasted great. His is a little upgraded from mine. His actually has the 4-quadrant settings timers on it, which is really nice because it helps you to focus on each section of your mouth and get you a thorough brushing. This is my old one. Yep, that one's ancient. It's pretty soon I'm probably going to have trouble finding the heads for it. This one also has a, there you go, that little light to indicate it's charging. And you can see the new one is much more streamlined. It has a much smaller footprint on your counter space. This is my old ancient one. It's gigantic. You know what? It still works really well. So, you know, until it dies, I'm keeping my old one. But I really like his. And also you can see that the handle is much more streamlined. It's much smaller than the old one is. So just, my husband really likes his new toothbrush very much. And I definitely would give it a 5-star rating.
quick little review before bedtime. I got this for my oldest daughter. Dennis said she wasn't brushing her teeth well enough. It came with the charger port, and then you just plug it in. You do need a power cube to plug in the USB, but other than that, it has 2 settings. So first one is slow, high, and then off. So perfect. And then I can already tell a difference in the way she's like brushing her teeth. It's not as yellow. And today she's a little lazy. So anyways, and then also it only comes with the 1 toothbrush head, but then it also comes with the card that you can scan and send in and register it, and they send you a whole nother brush for free. So pretty handy.
Just to quickly show you the difference, here on the left is the 7000 series. It's got all these functions, but they do nothing. And as you see, when it has issues, to say the least. And even when it was working, this simple, just a little bit more movement, I mean, like, it just would stop working. Compared to this $40 model, I mean, it is just consistent, and the Sonicare actually works full throttle. I think I never had a great cleaning experience with the 7000.
Alright guys, you're going to want to go ahead and get yourself one of these as soon as possible. It is awesome. Doesn't come with any extra brush heads, unfortunately. Comes with the charger, obviously, but you're going to have to provide your own charging brick thing. Sound is like... sounds better than the one my actual dentist uses, to be honest. It sounds like a electric car motor. It's friggin' intense. Vibrates so fast that you can't even see it vibrating. It's pretty good. Just wish it came with a brick.
Here I have my toothbrush plugged in like I have for days now, and I'm using the charger for my old toothbrush because the other one does not come with this section to plug in. It shows the green light like it should be on, but it doesn't turn on.
It will not turn on, and there was no flash for battery